Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we'll return with more of the EA WRC weekly rallies. Yes, we're back with the penultimate round of this first season here in Vodafone Rally Portugal. If you missed out on the video that went live last week from the Central European Rally, I would highly recommend going back and checking out. We didn't have the best run in the world if I remember correctly, but I don't think we did too badly overall either. We are currently 270th in the world, although admittedly the leaderboard looks a little bit broken, so I'm not too sure how much I believe that. And in last week's event as well, we ended up, I think we were just inside the top 100, weren't we, when all was said and done. So there we go, sorry, we were 105th when everybody's times had been put down as well there. So not bad going for, a league with, I think, at least 4,000 competitors, if I'm not mistaken. Today, though, we return to Portugal, one of the toughest rallies on the game. We got 4, again, middle-ish length stages, and I don't even know what cars we're in this week, so we'll have to wait and see as to what that's looking like as well. We are in, historics, okay, so these are the H2 front-wheel drive cars. Now, I've done a couple of videos before in the Golf. I think I've driven the Peugeot as well, but I don't think I've ever driven the 309. It's got the least power of all of them, and I believe it also weighs the least, so hopefully that is going to carry us along. Get yourselves subscribed if you're new. We're trying to hit 3k subs at the moment, and let's do this thing. Well, I'll be honest, Rally Portugal is not one I'm particularly confident at, one that I'm not particularly good at either, and again, all the loading screens on this game now seem to be getting longer and longer. We've got a set of softs and a set of mediums. I think we'll just want to use... Actually, you know what? We'll stick with softs. I don't believe there's a service. I forget to check every time. Yeah, there is a service for stage 4, so I think we'll actually go mediums then, ready for the other 3 stages as well. Then we'll keep a spare tyre on it. It's just not worth the risk not having one. But I'm hoping in a slower car, I've got a chance of survival. 7,000 RPM. That surprises me for this thing, especially as it's French. It's going to be lights out and away we go then. I think I do know where we're going. This is all the climb, isn't it, that you do in, well, what used to be round 1 of career mode as well here in Portugal. But yeah, there's going to be quite the gap between gears and everything like that. Obviously, a little bit nicer when you remember this thing's front-wheel drive, so hopefully it's not just going to be about trying to manage oversteer everywhere. It is just going to try and pull you along fairly nicely. But I believe top times are around the 22-minute mark so far. I'm recording this on Tuesday, so I believe it's a day before this video will go live. And yeah, I mean, always with this game as well, things can be a little bit unpredictable, but hopefully I just need to concentrate on a rally like this and try to get a good time while on the board and try not to fly off the side of a Portuguese hill. I always find it odd, of course, that you got Rally Iberia, or I think it's Rally Spain now, isn't it? Obviously, it's just tarmac, and then Portugal right next door. It's brutal and all big rocks and off-road and everything like that. I mean, even just as a shakedown stage, this one, whoa, feels like quite a long one. Just try to avoid that rock, and I mean, gearing. Gearing is going to be essential as well in an event like this. Just trying to make sure you're in the right gear at the right time is going to give you so much, of course. You're not going to be able to use much of the power. I'm trying to use more varied cars as well. I think the 309 is probably the weakest of the bunch inside this week's rallying. But, you guys want me to try out some more different cars as well on this game. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Come on. Almost at the end of the shakedown. I mean, this is over a 2-minute shakedown. These stages, are certainly going to take us a little while. So we'll just nudge a rock there through one of the final corners. Just be careful. Try and keep it on the stage. 2-minute 10, I believe that was. 2:09.5, sorry. So that was okay. We didn't make any big errors. I think we didn't even get any damage apparently. But we will opt to put on the fresh set of tyres. Not that it'll make much difference. And we'll keep the set of softs ready for the end. We've scratched the paintwork. That's okay though. But yeah, let's get into stage number 1. I'm looking forward to this. I don't know why I've got my hand on Gary's lap, but that's by the by.
5, 4, 3,
There we go, lights out, and away we go then. And I'm not convinced I went any higher than third gear on that shakedown run. We might not even use third gear, to be honest. I think it's going to be a lot of first and second up the hill to be able to explore a little bit more down the other side. I think this first section is easily kind of the slowest of this stage. Damn it! Again, just like I did in the Central European Rally. Oh, I've actually Austin powered it immediately. For God's sake. That was a fairly low speed moment, but not a good one either. Luckily, it doesn't appear that we've done much damage. That was suboptimal, is the way we're going to describe that. We've thrown away a good 15 seconds there, almost immediately. 15 seconds into the rally, I've gone and thrown away 15 seconds, I think. Come on, little car. I mean, yeah, I don't think the 309 is going to be a particularly strong competitor this week either. But maybe we were provisionally, I think it was top golf, wasn't it, last week or the week before? So maybe we can try and do something like that again this week, but we'll have to wait and see. Ugh. Easy does it. Easy does it. Oh, come on. Get that power down. I don't know why some of these corners catch me out as much as they do. Just kind of, you feel like you're going so slow throughout all of it that everything should be pretty much flat out. But it doesn't seem to be the case. I mean, it is just a very... It just feels like this thing has got no oomph to it. No get up and go. It just feels like it was never intended to be a rally car, to be honest, early on. I mean, to be fair, by the end of that first split, we actually made back up a lot of time relative to what I lost. To be less than 10 seconds away, I think, is not bad going in the end. Well, it was pretty much 10 seconds bang on. So I think we did go a bit quicker through that stage, if you exclude the error. But still, we've got to try and claw back all of that time and try to avoid the rocks. I'm looking forward to the, is it Fat Faith stage? When they bring that to this game as well, that should be good fun. I think that might be coming in December, though, when I'm away, so not looking forward to that. Or I'm probably going to miss that, I think, is the sad bit. Come on, try and get the nose in. Now we've got to start trying to avoid rocks. I mean, you can pick up some speed pretty quickly now. Oh, come on. Always makes me chuckle. Portugal is easily one of my worst rallies on this game. I just don't gel with it at all. But other people love this rally, and I just don't understand how. I just find there's no flow to it. It's so interrupted and awkward that it's horrible. But other people seem to really enjoy that. Come on. I mean, to be fair to it, obviously where it is so light, the brakes feel like they work pretty well. That's about the only positive I can give it at the moment. 354 by the time we get to the end of split 2, so yeah, I think definitely that first section was the slowest of this stage, but yeah, it's still not a quick car by any stretch. Easy does it. Easy does it. Try to avoid those rocks as best as we can. That's the other thing as well, where it feels so light. Yes, the brakes work, but it also feels incredibly floaty in places. I mean, the fact that a big car like this weighs so little is quite impressive, to be honest, and goes to show you just how heavy cars and, you know, race and rally cars in particular have just put on weight in recent years. But come on, avoid the gullies, avoid the gullies. I think we've got a little bit of tarmac, haven't we, coming up? I feel like I just always remember tiny little chunks of this. I mean, it does feel like at some points it can be kind of driven and stuff, but if you just make it through a section like that without running into problems, it kind of feels like luck as much as anything else. You kind of don't get much feel from the car, which is a bit of a pain. Trying to use the banking just to carry the car through. Not on purpose originally, but it worked. Ow. Ow. Don't crash into stuff. I've crashed into stuff. That's okay. I mean, I would expect top times on this first stage to probably be around the 6-minute mark. We're only at 3/4 distance at 5.5, so not my finest effort up to this point. Oh, come on.
And 6 right of a crest. And late 5 left of a crest. Don't cut into 2 right short. 80.
Easy. Easy.
Right of a crest. 60. 5 left through dip. 30. Crest. 100. 6 right of a jump. Caution. And 6 left of a big jump. 70.
I try to just avoid doing anything too stupid.
Crest, 40, 2 left, and 4 right, 30.
I mean, it is good fun racing these other cars. You know, I do like having a bit more variety inside this game. But obviously just from not having much experience in them, and of course doing all of my rallying in, you know, modern cars for the most part, there's such a different experience. Rallying has come such a long way.
3 left, keep in into bump, and 6 right of a crest, long, 50.
Come on, try to stay out of trouble.
An early 3 left, 50. 4 right short.
Through the final couple of corners.
Finish, and
We've done alright. That's okay for a first stage. Sub 7, sub 7.
6 minute, 59.
And immediately we'll fly off the road after the finish. No, come on. I don't want to have a big crash after the finish line there. We'll try to avoid all the scenery as best as we can. But stage 1 then, that was navigated. Kind of, I guess. Let's see kind of how far off we were. Was that just genuinely a really bad run by me, or have other people struggled? We were 86th, so actually, to be fair, top time was slower than I thought it would be. But 54 seconds off. You factor in the 15 seconds we probably lost through that mistake as well. It could have been better. It could have been a whole lot worse, though. And yeah, say, had we not made that error, we would have been around the top 50, which I guess is good. Right, here we go then. Stage 2 is the Tuca stage. 7.5 kilometers, so a wee bit shorter, but not a lot in it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Right.
A little bit of understeer, but that's to be expected.
30.
So I'll be intrigued to know, obviously, if we keep it clean from now, once we get to service, how much damage I have done to the car. I haven't got a radiator or a temperature warning light or anything yet, so I don't think we've done too badly. Come on. Easy. I think this is where we go into more of the horrible blind corners, though, and just rocks everywhere, which are scary. One mistake will ruin you.
Into 6 right and 1 left short, 40. 5 left of the crest. And right of the crest. Slowing, slight left, 40. Square right, don't cut.
Oh, no, 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 no. I knew I fired it in too far there. I think I've done that so many times on this game. You just got to brake pretty much as soon as he warns you, because obviously you go over that jump and suddenly gravity works against you. That could have been worse, to be fair. I mean, this is just horrible. Horrible, horrible terrain. I do not like Rally Portugal.
And 2 right, tightens, don't cut, 30. 2 left, and hairpin right, 30. 1 right short,
Stay out the wall.
and right of a crest. To 1 left, don't cut, into crest, 80. 4 right of a crest, 40. Slowing, slight right. Into crest, into 4 left, and 5 right.
Are we? No, we're not going back the way we came. This is a separate stage, I think. I don't really know. Again, I don't know how all of Portugal kind of connects up with each other. Oh no, I think this one's got a lot more tarmac on it. There is, you know, a fair few tarmac sections on this rally.
6 left, half long 40, bridge, slowing 100.
Over the bridge we go. Oh, this thing has got 5 gears, which I guess is nice. Just there, starting to worry about the understeer.
Hairpin right, unseen, onto gravel, 50.
Don't lock up the fronts. Try and tip it in.
5 left, opens.
That was not quite the slow in, fast out mentality you need, but
Crest,
again, it could have gone worse.
5 right of the crest, opens. Tightens
You just get those little moments over the top of crests where it just floats kind of out wide. That's where it just gets really awkward still.
3 right, opens, into right of the crest, 30.
I mean, to be fair, you're probably better off hosting this kind of rally in the slower cars rather than the quicker stuff, but still.
Slight right, 100.
Come on, little car.
2 left, tightens, into 6 right of the crest, very long tightens, 100.
See, it's again, you've got to try and really use the terrain to try and get everything you possibly can out of it.
Slowing, long crest. A sudden 3 right, keep it 80.
And you've got to try and give it any kind of oversteer you can in places, because obviously you know
3 left,
you can get it out of that situation as well with just a bit of throttle.
into 3 right, don't cut, opens, 50.
I thought we were heading right back into some horrible rocky bits then, but not as bad as I was anticipating.
Slowing, 40, 6 right to the crest, tightens 2, long.
Where does it tighten? There it is. Easy.
4 left of the crest,
Oh no.
90.
Put my foot in at just the wrong time there. Luckily no 5-second penalties or anything.
2 left short, 90. Right of the crest, slowing, 80.
And again, it's about trying to maximise getting the power down, carrying that speed through the corners. Oh, that's a horrible bump.
80.
I forgot about that one. But I think we're back on cobbled roads once more.
3 right, 60. 4 left, half long. 100 onto tarmac. 5 left, slowing.
Is it tarmac now to the end? I can't remember.
1 right,
I know there's a couple of horrible corners.
40.
So the tarmac sections on this rally I do find really good fun. There are just a lot of horrible bits as well.
Slight right to the crest. And 6 left, opens, 120.
Just trying to carry the speed up towards the finish then.
Tightens of the crest. And 6 left.
Oh, that's always one of the horrible corners.
Crest, 30. 3
Trying to
left,
thread the needle around the outside of those posts. It does never quite work for me. But through towards the finish.
3 left.
It's going to be a better time, I think. 5:33. Not bad going. I would have thought we're still probably about 35-40 seconds off leaders' times, but that's okay. We'll take that one. A lot less issues on that stage, which I guess is good. And there we go. 37th goes to showcase just that we are seemingly doing a little bit better. Has anybody used the 309 in front? I don't really see anybody using it. So yeah, it is definitely the Golf and the Peugeot 205 that seem to be the cars of choice. So we are trying to fly the flag for the 309 at the moment. How far behind me? Oh, there we go. So that guy wasn't too far away. But yeah, 37th at the end of stage 2. We've got one more before service. So let's see how we get on. Right, here we go then. The Carazedo stage up next. Again, 7.5 kilometers.
Good luck.
So again, it kind of depends on what the surface is like, but hopefully we'll get through in one piece.
2, 1, go. Slight right, 130.
It feels so slow when you're trying to put the power down uphill to try and get anything out of it.
6 right to the crest, 50.
It just has got no get up and go, this car.
Left of the crest, 40.
So sluggish.
Through dip, 90. Late, 1 left. 70. 1 left short. Plate, hairpin right. 50.
Oh, come on, understeer. Come on.
5 left of a crest. Into 6 right, long, opens, and tightens, slowing 50. 1 left short, to 4 right, into crest, 60. Slight right, 80. Slowing, crest, 30, water splash, and right of a
Oh,
jump,
no, here we go.
50. 1 left short, don't
Oh,
cut.
it stayed pretty straight. I'll take that. I thought it might pull one way or the other.
And turn hairpin right. And hairpin left, uphill. 50. Crest, 40. Slight left to 6 right of a crest. And 4 left, half long, 40. 4 right, half long, through dip, to left of a crest, to right of a crest, to slight left, over bumps, 30, 4 right, through dip,
Oh,
left of a crest, don't cut,
I don't recognise any of this at the moment. I recognise the first little bit of this stage. But after that, I just don't recognise anything.
bumps, and left of a crest,
I think this was the... I think we did like a tiny little bit of this stage in like the first ever one I did on this game.
crest,
When I first bought my Rally 3 car, but
2 right,
yeah, since then,
opens, 30,
no kind of recognition or anything.
right of a crest,
It has all felt pretty alien, but as does most of this rally anyway. It's certainly not the bit of Rally Portugal I feel like I do quite often. I haven't had to deal with too many kind of rocks and blind corners, he says. Actually, that's not really. That was okay.
and 3 right of a crest,
Maybe we're accidentally making our way towards Spain.
6 right, half long, to slight left, over bump, and 6 right of a crest, 60. 3 right, 30, 2 left of a crest, half long,
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Ow. That was a bit...
5 left, 70,
a bit ragged, but okay.
slight right, 70, bump, 30, right of a small jump, slowing, and 6 left, of a big jump, 60, 2 right, 270,
Yeah, we're picking up some speed there. We're doing all right.
slowing, slight left of a crest, 70, turn square left, onto tarmac, 50, crest, 60,
Ooh, got some tarmac. Oi.
4 right, 190,
This is horrible as well, because you get one wheel out on the sides, and even a front-wheel drive car can suddenly behave like a rear-wheel drive, or you do that. Damn it. Oh, that's bad. To be fair, we've only done a bit of rad damage. We hit it pretty square on.
4 left, 60,
Happy not to get a puncture or anything either.
right,
And,
90,
I mean, this thing might be built like a tank. How on earth has it survived that fairly cleanly? I am amazed. Huh.
slight right of the crest, long, 100,
Come on, little car. Not long to go.
6 left, tightens, 5 left of a jump, 60, left of a crest, 80,
Easy.
2 left, don't cut, 60, 2 right, half long, 70,
Oh, no, 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 no. That's okay.
make 4 left, very long, 70, 3 right, long, 50, slight right, into crest, 100,
I tell you what, even with those errors, this stage is still hopefully going to be a fairly quick one.
4 right, 60,
A lot of tarmac right towards the end, which I guess is good news. And how on earth have we done that? This thing goes around like a skateboard, it feels like.
crest, long, 100,
Come on, big push up the hill. Almost at the end. Oh, there we go. That is the end, I believe.
slight left, 50,
Are we going to finish on a jump?
6 right, of a
We're
jump,
not picking up much more speed,
20
but
to stop.
up over the jump. Whee! There we go. 523.
3.8.
Yeah, we could have found a bit more. That one big error was a bit of a shame. That's one way of getting to service as well, I suppose. But where does that put us at the end of that one then? 53rd. So yeah, we're floating around still around those top 50 times. Had we not lost a few seconds there? Yeah, we could have been around top 40 once again. As are my fellow 309s. There's one. Lambo Man, I recognise that name in P32. Have we got another one even further up the order? I think Lambo Man might have been the quickest of us lot on that last stage there. But let's go to service. I'll get the car repaired. We've got one more stage to go. Well, I believe this final one then is the longest of the entire rally. And I got the bodywork repaired, but that thing certainly still looks very beaten up. Yeah, the only thing I couldn't do was the suspension, just because it would have tipped us 1 second over. And I don't really want a penalty on this. But anyway, we've got soft tyres on the wagon. I've opted to not bring a spare with us for this final stage. Hopefully, we can just get through fairly clean and tidy. And what has been, overall, not the worst rally I've ever done. Which I guess is a good sign. Not the worst rally I've done yet, I should probably add. Because I believe, yeah, this final stage is the worst of the lot. It's, I think, 4% non-gravel. So, yeah, not like the last few that have kind of been a decent mixture. This one is all the horrible stuff, and immediately I'm getting the sense, yeah, that this is the kind of stage that I fear. Come on. Find the gears. Find the revs, find the power, find everything, please. Should have brought the 205. What on earth was I thinking bringing a 309 to this? Oh, easy.
5 right into 3 left, tightens, and 3 right, opens, and late 4 left, tightens, into 6 right, into 6 left, 50, 3 left, past junction, 40, 3 right short, 60, through junction, 6 right, half long, 40, caution, 5 left of the crest, sort of 4 right, into left of a jump, to slight right, and square left.
I'm just having to concentrate so much here. The fact that this rally hasn't gone terribly yet, I just don't want it to immediately fall apart right at the end.
Into crest, and square left, opens, into small crest, and hairpin right, 50. Slight right, 30. 5 left of a jump, and slight right, into crest, into 5 right, and 3 left short, to slight right, and 4 left, 40. Short, 4 right, 4 left of a crest, 70. 3 left, tightens of a crest, to 3 right, through dip, 30. 5 right, into crest, into 3 left, 50. Crest, and 3 right, tightens, into 3 left of a crest, into slight right, into 4 left of a jump, 30, turn square left,
Oh my,
90.
that was not good, but we've survived it again. This thing really does have a tendency to kind of end up accidentally carrying itself through the exit of a corner. I've got no idea how we've done it so many times, but it's done surprisingly well.
3 left short, and square right, don't cut, and 4 left.
But there's still, well, there's still a bit more to go. We're halfway through this final stage.
And slight right,
It could have been going worse, is my logic right now.
crest, half long, and right of a crest, into 6 right of a crest, and slight right, over bumps, 90. Slight right, 50, 5 left, 40, 4 right, and 3 left sharp, over crest, don't cut.
Come on, avoid stuff, please. Oh, so close to slapping the rock then with the rear wheel.
30,
That could have been bad.
40. Caution, 5 right, to left of a jump, and 3 left, and 1 right, 30. 2 left of a crest, 40. 3 right,
Oh, I didn't see that corner cut post until almost too late there. I thought, we can be a bit cheeky there, but thought better of it in the end, and it was lucky we did. Right, we got a tiny bit of tarmac. We are certainly trying to wring the neck out of this thing, though, on this final stage. Again, just so close. I don't know how many near misses we've had today, but I'm not going to knock it. Just try to. There's so much stuff that will just stop you in your tracks. Like that. Come on, get Rames. There we go. Just kind of use the rocks. I always make one little mistake through that section. No matter how many times I do it, always just one. Or sometimes more, but still. That's by the by. Where on earth am I going? Come on.
Late 5 right, half long. Late hairpin left, rough. 30, 6 right.
Oh no, 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 no. We got away with that somehow.
Into 6 left, 50. Slight right to the jump, 130.
Almost at the finish though.
6 right to the crest, 40, 5 left. Into 6 right, long, tightens. 30. 4 left with a bump, 40. 4 right short. Into 5 left of the crest. 60. 4 left, 40. Slight right, 40. Crest. Sudden 2 left, 40. Caution, right to the crest. And late, 1 right. Over finish to stop.
That wasn't the finish line, Matt. Come on, one more corner. There we go. 6:26 in the end. 0.6 as well. You know what? I'm happy with that. We did pretty well. Obviously made that one error early on in the rally, but after that, you know, a couple of small little bits and pieces here and there, but we cleaned up our act, and ultimately, yeah, especially for Vodafone Rally Portugal, I cannot complain there. The 309, it's done a pretty good job when all is said and done. 32nd in the world on that final stage as well. A little bit slower than a couple of other guys. Are we inside the top 50 though overall? Yes, we are. 41st currently. So you can see, yeah, sadly we weren't the fastest 309. K1 there, you can see a little bit quicker, and I believe, yeah, Lambo Man as well. And Carmencito up inside the top 30, so very good job done by them. I reckon had we nailed it, we could have been around 2 minutes off the top time. So yeah, we would have still probably been slow. We would have been around Lambo Man, I think, come the end of that rally. But thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very soon with more EA WRC content.